About to head out the door, so let's get started with today's weather. And finally, it stopped snowing. Finally, we're done. I think we're done for the day. I think we are done for the month. A little sunshine over St. Paul right now. But here's a look at what we have just endured. We've gotten through the last 4 weeks of just crazy amounts of snow, almost 39 inches for the shortest month of the year. Not only is that the snowiest February we've ever had, which, by the way, we broke the old record by more than a foot, that is the fourth snowiest month we've ever recorded in the Twin Cities, just barely missing 40 inches, which is a level we've only reached 3 times in more than 140 years. So we've got that sunshine for you today. Cold though, 5 here in the cities. You can see all that cold air out west and northwest. Temperatures well below 0. We'll be fighting that inflow of cold air today, so even with the sunshine, it's going to be tough to warm up a lot. Only about 13 for a high today. Back down below 0 tonight, and then 21 tomorrow, so not as cold. A little bit of snow over southern Minnesota, but that's fine. They can deal with it. We're getting a break here in the cities. Snow's back on Friday. New month then. Today is School Bus Driver Appreciation Day. I want to give a shout out to my elementary school bus driver, Odie. Sure, he's watching. He had a giant sticker of the cartoon dog from the Garfield right above his seat. So let's appreciate the school bus for a moment. It's kind of a magical place, right? I mean, isn't this where you and your friends learned about the world? All the dirty words that your parents wouldn't say at home? The school bus, that's where you learn it. Maybe you got your first kiss on the bus, or you made a friend, just like little Forrest Gump did. I want to hear your best school bus stories, lurid and otherwise. Share them on Facebook and Twitter. We will read the PG-13 ones when we can in just a little bit. Okay, another round of snow last night, so you're going to want to check out to see where your car is this morning. Winter parking restrictions start at 8 a.m. in Minneapolis, so we get 24 minutes. Hurry and move it. You can only park on the odd side of most streets. For streets labeled with those snow emergency route signs, you can park on either side, but most of those roads, just the odd side. Parking restrictions, again, begin at 8 this morning and run all the way through April 1st. Well, the weekend blizzard in southern Minnesota did more than shut down roads. The roof of a storage barn at Orinoco Online Auctions collapsed. Luckily, no one was inside. People usually are at the time of day when this happened. Meanwhile, huge snow drifts and slick roads were a problem yesterday. MnDOT brought in 8 ice scrapers, you can see them there, to deal with the compacted snow on the roads. Topping international news this morning, President Trump and Kim Jong-un are meeting right now in Vietnam. Two leaders shook hands, had a few laughs to kick off today's meetings. First, they're going to sit down for what the White House calls a social dinner, which I love that phrase. This isn't a working dinner. This is for funsies. More formal meetings will begin today and tomorrow. Denuclearization is the main focus here. Trump's focus will likely be back in Washington for at least a time. His former lawyer, Michael Cohen, will be testifying publicly on Capitol Hill today. In prepared remarks obtained by CBS News, Cohen calls the president, quote, a con man, a racist, and a cheat. The White House calls Cohen a convicted liar. A source told CNN that President Trump plans to pull an all-nighter in Vietnam to watch Cohen's testimony. Gun control will be the hot topic at the Minnesota State Capitol today. 2 House panels will hear testimony on 2 bills this evening. One would require universal criminal background checks for gun purchasers. The other would keep guns out of the hands of people judged to pose an imminent threat to themselves or to others. This is the top trending story on our website this morning. A beloved Minnesota hunting guide died in a freak accident trying to get his truck out of the ditch during the weekend's blizzard. A Good Samaritan was helping Travis Pinauer pull his truck on Sunday near Faribault. The tow hitch broke off, flew through Pinauer's rear window and hit him in the back of the head. Friends and family say Travis loved taking people on great adventures from Alaska to New Zealand. Just got married last summer. An awful story there. In Wisconsin, a woman helped rescue a deer stuck in her frozen yard.
And I've been giving him some applesauce. See? I just do this. It's all natural strawberries and apples.
I thought that was a fake deer until she picked up its head. Penny Price lives outside of Green Bay, Wisconsin. She says the fawn collapsed outside her window. Price brought the animal inside and covered it in warm blankets. Eventually, the DNR came to pick up the deer and take it to a rehab center. Well, there's a new queen on Instagram, Ariana Grande. She was coming for that #1 spot, and now she's got it. Take that, Selena Gomez. Grande now has 146.3 million followers. I think I've got about 4,000, a little bit less. Soccer star Cristiano Ronaldo is the most followed account with more than 155 million. You can follow me on Instagram at Matt_Brickman for lots of pictures of sneakers. None like this, though. The latest food craze, avocado toast. You know, millennials, they're blamed for this. It is delicious. Well, now there is a shoe to match. Take a look at these. These are from Saucony. They're calling these the Shadow 6000 Avocado Toast. They say the shoes feature toasted leather, smashed avocado textured suede, and red pepper flake collar lining. These are about 130 bucks. They do come in men's and women's sizes, and I kind of like them. All right, let's get back to today's talker. It is School Bus Driver Appreciation Day. So I wanted to hear your school bus stories, good and bad. What do you remember from growing up on the school bus? Our digital guide Cole is here to read the internet to us.
Yeah, we got Judy saying, good morning, bus driver story. I still recall in the 60s when my school bus driver took us all to Dairy Queen for a treat on the last day of school. I do not recall his name, but that was special for all of us.
That's awesome. What a great story.
Then we got Deanna. At the end of each school year, our bus driver Bob would always give us ice cream sandwiches, the good ones from Schwann's.
You know, that's great. If you're getting ice cream from your bus driver, I think you're doing pretty well.
And we got Carrie, our news manager, saying, on the school bus, a neighbor boy taught me how to throw a punch. Rest assured, I've never put it to practice. So let's not mess with her.
Really? That is the type of story I was hoping for here. By the way, I did get a handful of comments here on Twitter as well. I'm trying to see if there are any of these that I can read, and I don't think so. Yeah, pickled llama story, not appropriate. Let's see. Shane's. Ron Fix drove the bus for school district 858 when I was in elementary school. He'd always turn the wiper blades on when the song I'm Driving My Life Away by Eddie Rabbitt came on the radio.
Interesting.
Yeah,
we also had one from Peg, who is a retired bus driver. And she says she has too many memories to recall. One wet spring, I got the front tires sunk in a gravel road down to the axles. Of course, the bus was full. So that's a memory.
Oh, well, we appreciate you for getting through that.
Yeah,
that is it for now for the 734 from WCCO. Time when most of the Twin Cities are on the go. Maybe you're headed to your bus stop this morning. We're going to be back here tomorrow, same time, same place. Until then, be nice to each other on the internet.